If you talk about the similarity, first I will talk about the similarity. So
Will now be recorded.
at the right hand side, we are having Adobe Forms. So the main difference is, if you talk about the similarity, first I will talk about the similarity. Like when you activate the smart form, it will generate the function module. When you activate the smart form, it will generate the function module. The same happens, the same thing happens with Adobe Form also. Okay, so this is the similarity. This is one very a good similarity. This also supports all the color format. Adobe Form also supports all the color format, right? It supports the color format, all the color format. Okay, all the color format. This also supports. So this is the similarity. You can tell that this is the similarity. So, and this is the similarity. But if you talk about the differences, okay, if you talk about the differences, there are some important differences it is having. What is that differences? The differences is Adobe is the accepted standard worldwide for the PDF. Okay, Adobe is the accepted standard. Adobe is the accepted standard worldwide. Okay, Smartform is not. SAP Smartform. This Smartform is the SAP proprietary, application. SAP Smartform is not, accepted worldwide standard. Okay, it just follows some norms of PDF and that's it. So that it can generate the PDF, but there are so many things which is being followed by the Adobe with respect to PDF. So SAP Smartform is not the accepted, worldwide. Means for everything you cannot use the SAP Smartform, and this is proprietary to SAP. Adobe is proprietary of Adobe company. SAP Smartform is the proprietary of SAP Smartform is the SAP. SAP Smartform is not accepted or accepted standard worldwide. This is one. Another, there must be some benefit, that's why it is accepted worldwide, right? There must be some benefit, that's why it's accepted worldwide. Or because it's accepted worldwide, the reason behind it supports the Unicode format. It supports the Unicode format. What is the Unicode format? Means it supports all the languages: Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Bangla, Urdu, Punjabi, whatever language you can understand. It can support everything. Okay. Whereas SAP Smartform, as per my knowledge, I will have to check it. Okay, but as per my knowledge, it does not support the Unicode. This is the doubtful. I will check and let you know. Okay, this doesn't support the Unicode format. Okay, this is doubtful. I need to check it. I will check it and let you know. You can also just check whether it supports the Unicode format or not. Another difference what we have, that in Adobe form, if you talk about the technical point of view, if you talk about the technical point of view, in Adobe form, you create a interface. Technical differences, how technical implementation is there. Okay, here you are having the interface, you are having the context. Okay, you have a master design, right? Such kind of stuff is there in the Adobe form. Okay, so here in Adobe form, design and logic, design and ABAP logic, both are at different places, means both are separate. Design and ABAP logic both are at different, both are different artifact, you can say. Both are different artifacts, both are separated together. But here in a smart form, the code and everything you can write in a smart form itself. Okay, here code can be written, ABAP code. When I talk about the ABAP code, that means ABAP code. ABAP code can be written in a smart forms itself. You don't have to, go and create some another places, right? But here uh, in the Adobe form, like the transaction is same, okay, but on the main screen you will have to come, and from there one radio button is like, let me check. Yeah, here I can go. The transaction for Adobe form is SFP. Okay, here form, here you can create an interface, here you can create. Okay, in interface you are going to write your ABAP logic. In form, this is totally inside this form, this is totally for the design purpose. Okay, here I will not be able to show you how to design and all, because it does not have the Adobe lifecycle. Okay, it should have the Adobe lifecycle. So the form is going to be associated with the interface. You must have to define the interface before you go and create the form. So go and first create the interface, if pk test, something like that. Click on this create button and test. Okay, there are three different kind of three different kind of option you are having. Generally we choose this ABAP dictionary based interface. Click on the save button, click on this local object, and this is your interface what you are having. Okay, so now once you have created the interface, actually in this interface you can write your logic. Okay, you can write your logic, code initialization. You can see that code initialization form routine. So here we write the logic, and if you have any subroutine or something which you want to write inside this, you can go and write the subroutine over here, and this subroutine can be called in this code initialization. Okay, here you can call in this. We'll see with the help of an example. If I'm having the Adobe lifecycle installed, then I will show you. I'm just trying to get that one. Okay, so ZIF PK test. ZIF PK test, just I have created this interface, right? Give some description, click on the save button, local object. And here, if you just click on this layout, it should open one, it should open one. You can see that it's telling could not start layout designer. That's the problem. It should actually start a layout designer where we can design our subroutine. As we were seeing in the smart form, it was showing over there. So Adobe can be written in a ABAP code can be written in a smart form itself. The fourth difference is that it does not support the JavaScript. It doesn't support the JavaScript. This fourth, it supports the JavaScript code. If you want to write some JavaScript code, you can write it over here. It supports the JavaScript code. For validation purpose, if you want to write, you can use, and hence it can be used for interactive, it can be used for interactive Adobe form. Interactive, it can be used for interactive Adobe form. Like suppose in form itself you want to give some drop down, right? In the form itself you want to give some drop down, or if you're going to click on the form itself, it should do some calculation and it should give you the output. So such kind of interactive things, such kind of collaborative feature, okay, uh, it can be used for, such kind of collaborative feature, you can tell it is there in this Adobe form, that can be achieved with the help of JavaScript code. Because here we don't have the JavaScript, it is not possible over here. Maybe some workaround, with the help of some workaround you will be able to do it, but directly it is not possible over here. So collaboration feature, collaboration or interaction is not possible in SAP Smartform. Okay, so these are some differences. Here you are going to use the T code, you are going to use the smart forms. This is the T code if are going to create. Here you are going to use the T code SFP. Here you are going to call in the driver program, you have to call, if you want to call this particular function module, okay. If you want to get the name of the dynamically the function module, you are going to use the SFP, I think SSF function underscore module underscore name, this function module. Here you are going to use the FP underscore function underscore module name. Okay, so this you might not be able to understand at this point of time. Okay, but this is actually with the help of this name. If you pass, I told you that when you activate the smart form, it will generate a function module name. Here also, if we're going to activate the Adobe form, we are going to get the function module name. Okay, so here to fetch the function module name, we are going to use the SSF underscore function underscore module underscore name, whereas here we are going to use FP underscore function underscore module name to get the function module name. Okay, then what else? There can be many differences, but this is what I can identify. You can go through some internet and you can find out some more differences. Okay. Let me search difference between Adobe Forms and Smart Forms in SAP. Okay, in form of some question and answer we are having. Can anyone please share difference between? Okay, Srinivas, you can also share your experience if you have, like if you know some more differences. I will just list it out over here if you feel, if you
Uh,
want to share.
already, already I tell three things in this differences, Pankaj.
Okay,
It is not
from here,
supported
right?
JavaScript in yes, it is not supported JavaScript in smartphones. It is supported in script form for heading purpose for fields.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so I think
But
there should be this. Yeah, yeah,
they
please
are
tell me.
asking. Go
Hmm.
ahead, go ahead. Is there any remaining part they are asking? But I know only this part. But I tell.
That should be sufficient, I think. If you have created some Adobe form, or like you can tell this Unicode format and all this can be told. This a smart form, I'm 99% sure that does not support the Unicode format. That's the one of the big reason that Adobe form come into the picture. Okay.
One more similarity I tell him.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you develop the smart form and audit forms, they are generating system generated function models. How can we driver program linking with driver program and audit forms and smart forms? By the time we will call the system generated function models.
Right. Using this function module.
Yes, yes.
SSF underscore function underscore module name, and then FP underscore function underscore module name.
No, system generated one function model is there, no.
Which function module means for what purpose?
Alpha name system generated one function model. Whenever you developed, by the time it will generate one first function model, no.
Yeah, so that function module is the representation of the smart form, right?
Yes. Linking between the driver program and smart form.
So that function module, actually you are going to call that function module inside the driver program. Okay.
Yes.
So how to know that function module name? See, actually, okay, some theoretical and some interesting thing in both. This is smart form and Adobe form. It's valid for both. What happens actually that this is your development system. Okay, this is your development system. The system is your dev system. Here you have developed one smart form or Adobe form. Whatever we are discussing, the concept over here, it is applicable in both Adobe form and smart form. So, and here we are having quality system. Here we are having the quality system, and here we are having the production system. Okay, so whenever you create a smart form or Adobe form, so where you will do, where you will develop your smart form or Adobe form, obviously in the development system, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so once you will activate, for let's say name of the smart form is nothing but name of the smart form is ZMB23 APR and demo. This is suppose the name of the smart form. Okay, this is what we are having the name of the smart form. It's a smart form, you know, when actually all the smart form, suppose you have to supply some data into the smart form dynamically. Please mute from your side. Kindly mute from your side. Whenever you have to ask a question, at that time you can, or you have to tell anything, you can unmute and you can tell, because some background noise comes and I get disturbed. My focus is not very good if I get some noise. Okay, so thank you. Now development, quality and production system, we are just moving this smart form from here to here, right? So name is going to be same. If we're moving, you know, name is going to be same. The name is going to be same. But suppose if you have a driver program, why driver program is required? Driver program is nothing but a program only, which we create from AC38. Okay, which we create from AC38. This is a driver program. This driver program we require, suppose you want to print if you want to print some invoices related with some, you know, purchase order or maybe sales order. Okay, you want to print some invoices, so you require data to print the invoices. How to fetch the data, right? How to fetch the data? Because what typically your requirement will be? Your requirement will be typically like you will be, your customer will tell that I require a selection screen, and I want to give over here the purchase order, and all the purchase order related data should be printed on that particular Adobe form. All the purchase order related data, whatever we are having the purchase order here, we can pass the purchase order 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. Okay, so or the purchase one purchase order can have the multiple line item. Okay, or for example, if you want to generate the invoice related data, if you don't want to relate the if you don't want to generate the purchase order, suppose if you want to generate the invoice, purchase order, sales order, anything you can generate with the help of a smart form or Adobe form. Okay, so there you will require a bill to, ship to, the line item, all this detail you require. Here you would like to pass the invoice 1 or 2 or 3, and based upon the invoice, okay, you have to generate the PDF. Okay, so for that purpose you require a driver program. So in the driver program, you will give this invoice as a parameter so that it will come on the selection screen. Here you can pass whatever the value, and in program you will be writing the logic to fetch the data related with this invoice from different table, and that data you are going to pass to the smart form, right? So directly you cannot call the smart form in your program. Actually you are going to call the function module corresponding to that smart form. Okay, so that system I'm not able to connect, but here let me try with this system. Smart forms, go to this smart form transaction, and here let's create one smart form, ZMB23 APR test or something like that, or demo. Let me give the demo. Click on this create, and here some test. Here also I think I will be able to create in this system. This is smart form, this layout is coming over here. Okay, and just save it, a local object, and currently you can see that you don't have any function module, right? You can see that no function module, but as soon as you activate it, the function module will be created. It got activated, and now if you go and check, this function module is now this is the function module which got created. So suppose just run this one. Currently there is nothing over here, so it will not print, but it will just show you the dummy output. You can see that it is a dummy output. Okay, so what I mean to tell over here, that this is the page 1. Okay, go to this main and go to this output option, select this both line, so that I will see some output, and I'm going to give some text over here, some text general attribute. Okay, allow. So it is having actually two type of editor. One is the void editor. You can see that void editor is opening over here. Okay, so here also you can write, here also you can write whatever data you want to print in the main window. I just want to print the main window. I just want to print the main window. So inside main window, I want to display this text, main window. Okay, some paragraph format, let us see, highlighted. I'm choosing over here this, select this and choose the highlighted. Okay, it got highlighted. Just save it, and now, and this is coming, this error is coming, it should not come. Okay, so in real time, because they are using some the pirated Windows Word not activated, all this kind of stuff, that's why that error and all is coming in the project system, you will not be able to see some error or something like that. You can see that here we are having this particular, if you click on this print preview, it will generate the print preview. It's taking some time. And here it is the output. Okay, so your customer will not come to the smart form, or and he will not generate the things like this. Okay, he will not come to a smart form, it will go to press affair. He will not do like that. What he will do, he will ask that provide me a T code. I know he will ask for a T code, like we are having T code NAS SE38 SE19, like that. The T code he will ask, or in the module pool we have created that T code. So he will ask for a T code, and T code we can create for a program. Okay, T code we can create for a program, because if you have to print the data dynamically for a purchase order, for example here purchase order, you want to print purchase order, and here this data is going to be dynamic data. Okay, from the selection screen you want to take this data, right? So if you want to take this data from the selection screen, obviously selection screen will be there in the program. Here you don't have any option to generate directly the selection screen. Okay, and you want to add a, you want to bind the field with this purchase order. So what you will have to do, you'll have to click on this plus button and will be able to bind the field. Okay, and from the program you want to get the data, this purchase order. So go to this form interface, and here you write that IM underscore PO, IM underscore PO, type. Okay, for purchase order I think EBELN is the technical field, right? EBELN, EBELN, and VBELN is for the what? Sales order. So EBELN is the data element. I've just given, check the syntax now. There is no error. This is the field I want to bind with this particular value, which we have written over here. Okay. So whatever I will supply the value from there, it should be binded over here. Plus full paste that one and put inside a ampersand. Okay, put inside a ampersand. Okay, click on this OK button, and this value is now binded. Activate this one. It's getting activated. Go to this environment, get the function module name, copy this, So Adobe Form and Smart Form both is client independent, because both generates the function module. Okay, now go to the SE38 and create a program. ZMB24 demo1 23 demo1. Click on this create button. Driver program. Okay, driver program. Save it, local object, and here I will give a parameters. What parameters? P underscore purchase order, type EBELN. Okay, and same purchase order related stuff I want to display. So this function model I'm going to call it. Okay, and this function module is having this IM underscore PO. So whatever you will pass the data from here, the same purchase order is going to display it. Obviously, you'll have to display so many things, logo, line items, bill to, ship to, all these things you would require. Everything we'll see. Okay, but here I'm trying to give the answer of that Shiva. Okay, so here now with the it got activated, run this, and here you'll give some, this purchase order. Suppose I'm going to give this purchase order 23. So when you run this one, actually what will happen, you can see that the smart form is getting coming over here, and purchase order 23 is printed over here, right? So whatever from the program you are passing, you are communicating, you are printing on the output screen, but the problem is not going to get solved over here. Okay, if we are going to move your transport from development system to the quality system, if we're going to move your transport, this is a smart form, this is the name of the smart form. If we're moving from one system to another system, the name of the smart form will be the same. Okay, you are also moving this program from, this is the program we have created. If this program also you are moving from, this is the program. Okay, this is the program, and this is the smart form. Okay, so the a smart form and program name is going to be same. Okay, a smart form and program name is going to be same. What will be the different? Okay, is this program, will this program work? Program name is same, program name is same, content inside the program is also same in the different system. Okay, content is not going to be changed, but this program will work in the quality system. Can any one of you which is experienced developer, can you tell me?
So it is not working in the quality system.
Yeah, it will not work in quality system. Why?
It is alphanumeric generated, no function model. It is generated as a development system has some uh, is there 1, 2, 3 is there alternate ascending orders. But in quality system it is not there. Sometimes they not release the production to quality system, development to quality system. That way it will go dump. One you can declare one variable here and to pass the function model as a variable.
Right, good. So your answer is correct. Actually, what happens that whatever the function module here in the development system, it is not necessary that it the same function module will be generated once once your transport reaches to the quality or production. What happens that whenever your smart form is going to be packed with transport and comes to the quality, automatically all the artifacts, all the objects is going to be activated over there. Okay, automatically activation is going to take place. Okay, some system program is there. So whenever your transport is coming from here to here, so whenever your smartphone is coming from here to here, it's going to activate this particular smart form. And when it will activate here also, it will generate a function module. But in the quality or in the production, same thing is going to happen in production also. In quality and production, it is not necessary that the name of the function module is going to be same, right? This name of the function module, it is not necessary that it is going to be same. It can be a different name. It can be a different name. Name means this number, it can be different. If number is going to be different, that means name obviously it's going to be changed, right? So there is a possibility, very much possibility, that there the the number is going to be changed, and if this particular function module is not found over there, it will go into the dump. Or suppose this first particular function module is standing over there in the quality system for different smart form, in that case also it will not give you the correct output, or it will go into the dump because of parameter mismatch and all. Okay, so because the smart form, once the smart form activated, the the function module, the corresponding function module, not necessarily to be the same in all the environment, and that's the reason we will have to identify the exact function module corresponding to this a smart form. Corresponding to this smart form, we'll have to find the exact function module, and that function module we will have to call into our program. Okay, so for that purpose, instead of hard coding over here, we have to pass the dynamic name of the function module. How to find the name of the function module for that corresponding smart form? We have a function module. Click on this pattern, is sf underscore function underscore module underscore name. This is the function module. Click on this OK button, and if you pass the smart form name over here, what the smart form we have created, go here and check /n smart forms, and this is a smart form just I have created. Copy this one, and if you pass this smart form over here, what it will do, that it will give you the corresponding function module name over here, right? Corresponding function module name over here. Okay, so here the name will come. So let's suppose the name is gv underscore fm name. Okay, this is going to come. It's better to enable the exception, so I'm just enabling. Copy this, click, give the data over here, type. So type, see the name, check the type over here, go inside this, go inside this function module and go to this export and see the last option, this one, the associated type. Copy this one, go back and give this name. Okay, so this is going to have your function module name over here. And now instead of hard coding, what I'm going to do, that I will be passing this variable over here. Okay, copy this, check the syntax now and activate this. Okay, now this will not create any problem. This program will not create any problem, right? Are you with me? Everyone here is with me with this concept. If you have any problem, please let me know. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to do over here?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understand.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, thanks. So here the function, the form name we are just passing, and we are going to get the corresponding function module in the respective system. Okay, so in the development it will give this function module name. In the quality it will give you the respective function module name, whatever it is there, right? In the production it will give you the, so in the development, in quality and in production, it will give you the corresponding function module name, and you are just going to pass it over here, and then in that way it's not going to give you dump. So this is again a very important interview question. They will ask you that how to manage the smart form in the different system, right? Because whenever you are going to write, if you're going to hard code like this, it will give you the dump. First they will tell why it will give you the dump. You have to tell because the function module name, whatever is going to be generated in the respective system is need not to be the same. It is not necessary that it's going to be same. Okay, so to avoid that problem, we use this ssf function underscore module underscore name in this smart form. And if the same question they're asking for the Adobe form, you have to tell fp underscore function underscore module underscore name. fp you can go and check that function module fp. Just I'm verifying myself if I'm right or wrong. F underscore function underscore module underscore name. Okay, yeah, it is there. Okay, so this is the function module. This is the function module for the Adobe form. Remove this one. In Adobe form we'll use this one. Okay, activate this one, this program, and if you put the breakpoint over here, it will give you the run this and give this PO number, for example 45. Run this one, and if you come over here, so smart form name I'm passing, press F6. So size bar C0, that means successfully given the name. And here you can see the same name 21, it was there right earlier. So same name, whatever the corresponding function module name for that smart form is there, it will give. Okay, so here now if you come, I'm going to run right dynamically. I'm passing because this is the variable we are not supposed to put into the single quotes. If we're going to put into the single quotes, it will not be have like a variable, it will be have like a literal means it will be have like a constant. Literal is nothing but a kind of a string constant. A string constant is known as literal. Okay, so if we're going to put inside a single quote, that means it will become a string constant, and then it will try to find with this name a function module which it will not be able to find. So you don't have to put inside a single quote. If we're going to use the variable, you must have to use without the single quote. Okay, press F8 and you will be able to see that it's going to also generate the output 45, right? So this is one important interview question. Okay,
Because one more thing, in Adobe Forms, table and templates are not available. No,
in Adobe form,
table templates.
in yes, yeah, that difference also you can write. Yes, table template is not available. So table template is available over here. Table template. Okay, even like header, body and footer will be there like in the smart form, but in the Adobe form we don't have something like that. Header, it is there, but that we will see that one and then we'll write the difference. However, you have the separate set of template. Okay, for the table, like you are going to put the pattern. Okay, so separate set of template you have. So table templates are available over here in this smart form, whereas in this Adobe form we don't have such table templates. So you can find out the many differences it will be there, but I think some differences from like the first 4 or 5 differences should be sufficient. Okay, here how to handle uh, how to handle the smart form call, smart form call from different system. How to call the smart form call in different system. Okay, so if you just simply tell the function module name, they will understand that okay, so answer should be we have to use the function module, we have to use the function module, which one is SSF underscore function underscore module underscore name. If you forget the name, generally I generally forget. Okay, fortunately I was able to remember at this point of time. So what I do that I can go in the search help Okay, and I give the function underscore module underscore name and asterisk, and you can search it from there, it will give you. Okay, so we have to use the function module ssf underscore in in order to get the correct function module for the given smart form in the respective system, in the respective okay system. So we can tell like this. Okay, and why this problem is there? The problem is there because of the different smartphone based upon the number range it gets, based upon the available number it gets generated, and in the different system the consumption of the number is going to be differently. That's why the name difference will be there. Okay, so just you have to tell, because the different function module is going to be generated, means there is not necessary that the same function module name will be generated. So it may be possible that, and most of the time it's going to generate different function module name, because mostly the number range is not in the sync, because the number of object in the quality system and number of the object in the development system is generally going to be different, because in development so many people create the smart from the test for the testing also, right? So if we're going to create for the testing, it's going to consume the number, right? So that's why like the number is not there in the sync and it creates a problem. So to avoid that issue, we are supposed to use this particular function module. Okay, sshf underscore function underscore module underscore name in the smart form, and fp underscore function underscore module underscore name in the what, Adobe form. Okay, fine. Tomorrow what we'll do that, if this system will not work, okay, then I will start creating in this system, or yes, or maybe I will take the system from someone of you. I think here also again the problem, we'll use our existing system. Okay, here it's also allowing to create the smart form. SAP script neither there nor here, it is not allowing me to create anywhere the SAP script, but we'll see the smart form. Okay, a smart form will start from tomorrow. This what we discussed over here, this also was very important, very important, very frequently asked question from the in the interview, very frequently asked question is this one. Okay, and
Pankaj,
one
one
more.
more question is asked yesterday.
Yes,
Hello.
yeah, please tell me. Yes.
How can we uh, um, update the data through function models? I have a custom field. I have in the screen. I have custom fields is there. How can we insert the
uh,
data in custom table, custom fields through screens?
okay, okay, fine, good. How can we update the data in the custom fields of a table? This is the question, right?
Yes.
Through the screen,
Yes.
through the
Yes. Already I have
screen.
developed on screen. In
Uh-huh,
no, what they ask question. I have in
uh-huh,
method one purchase order. I have
uh,
one screen is developed. In the screen I have custom fields. I have used Baddy. I have using some BAPI. How can we achieve
hmm.
that point? I am telling like BAPI,
Mm,
some BAPIs is there. No, BAPI using some parameters, extension in,
mm.
extension out parameters.
Right,
We will
right.
use that parameter. We will
Mm,
update the data in the custom fields.
mm. Yeah, that is right. That is a correct answer. That one is the correct. If the program is using the BAPI, we can do it with that way. That is true. Then what he told? What was
Yes,
his
yes,
response?
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
no problem. It is okay, fine. And after what,
yeah.
before that, what he asked me, How can we enhance the BAPI, custom BAPIs? That's question. Is there any possible to enhance custom BAPIs and the standard BAPIs?
How to enhance the standard BAPI, right?
Yes.
Okay, enhancement of a standard BAPI. So if you want to enhance the standard BAPI in terms of like if you want to append some extra field, right? If you want to put some
Yes.
extra import parameter, extra export parameter like that, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. I don't think so. It is possible. A standard BAPI directly, we will not be able to extend. That is the means as per my knowledge and experience, it is not possible. Okay, to
Same thing I
extend.
tell him.
Hmm.
But only to extend, only some parameters is already available in the BAPI.
Right. If already
Extension
there,
is
like, yeah, extension we can do. Extension is possible, but a standard BAPI, like just to modify and all, it's difficult. Means it is not possible.
yes, already
That,
same thing I tell him.
yeah, yeah, that was the correct answer. That is not possible. Extension,
Yes.
that's why the extension they have given. Like if you want to, because whole flow we are going to disturb. If something like that
Yes.
we are going. Okay. So, yeah, any other question? If he has asked any other question, you can just share over here. And if
Okay.
whoever is, yeah,
One
yeah,
more question
please
they
go
ask.
ahead.
What is the necessity of updated function models? Why should we use standard function models instead of good operations? Why should we use
Uh,
a updated function only?
why we should use the update function module, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so why we should use this update function module? There are several reasons. Okay, like if you want to achieve the LUW, like LUW, if you want to achieve, this is the very important reason. Other thing, you want to improve the performance. Okay, if you want to improve the performance, so we have discussed in detail about the LUW in update function module. Okay, so either everything or none, either all or none. If you want to update all, or if you don't want to, if you get some error and if you just want to roll back whatever you have done till now, so there this update function module plays a very important role. So LUW, and uh, then the performance, right? The performance, it improves the performance. Why? Because it called asynchronously, it improves the performance because it is called asynchronously, asynchronously, asynchronously. So wherever we have to achieve the LUW, we must have to go with the update function module. There is no other way to achieve the LUW, and that's why SAP has used a lot this update function module. Okay, so normal function module, we cannot achieve the normal function module with the help of we cannot achieve the LUW with the help of normal function module. Again, we cannot achieve the better performance if we use only the normal function module, because the normal function module gets always called synchronously. Okay, this update function module gets called asynchronously. Okay, and when the commit work is going to get triggered, then this update function module gets executing. Okay, any other question if he asked,
But with
just share.
Because my system is
okay.
Yes,
no,
Siva, you were asking something. Yes, Siva.
my system is not working.
Yeah, this system is not working. The one you
But
have given
but
means,
in my
I
in
think,
my laptop it is working.
okay, I'm using this system. See, it's telling that connection to EH7, please wait. And This was the application server you have shared, right? 183.82.98 point. You can
Yeah,
just
1
also
minute. I
check.
will check. I will check.
Okay.
Actually, in my system it is working.
Okay. So maybe some problem will be there. I don't know what is the problem. Okay. Or just a second. Let me check with
No,
this.
183.82.98.9.
Yeah,
Uh,
this one, right?
this one only.
Instance number 81, system ID 87.
This is instance number 81. Yes, yes.
Right, 81. Some problem is
Probably
there. Maybe.
maybe internet issue.
Yeah, just I'm checking with my broadband. Just give me a second. I'm just connecting with this. It's working with the broadband. With the hotspot, it's not working. Right?
We need
Yeah, it's working with this. With the hotspot, it's not working. But with this, it's working. I think there is some security issue. That's why it is not working. But here it's working. Fine, fine. Yeah. This is this is not the system down, but this is the problem with the hotspot. Okay, so any other question? If someone of you want to share, please share over here. This is like at the end of the class, now onwards, we are going to revise a question answer. Okay, maybe from 9 to 9:30 from tomorrow onwards we can do. If everyone is agree, then just let me know. We can start this practice. Okay. You can share your question. You can, and we will try. See, I also don't know all the question and answer. Okay. So, but yes, might be most of the questions answer. I will be able to answer. Okay, but if someone some question if I don't know, we will just Google it out together and we'll try to find it out. Okay, so but first we'll try ourselves and then we'll take any other help. Okay, so for example, whatever the question till now Srinivas has asked, that we are okay, like we are able to give the answer. Okay, similarly we can discuss together all the questions over here. Okay, so if you have if anyone is having any question, please feel free to share over here. Any question if you have.
No, Pankaj.
Fine, then let's stop our session over here and we'll meet tomorrow. We'll tomorrow go ahead with the smart form and we will see some there are a lot of stuff in the smart form and Adobe form. I'm trying to get the system for Adobe form. Once I will get, we'll start. Okay, the Adobe form.
First of
Okay,
tomorrow
yeah.
we'll start on smart farm, no?
To, yeah, a smartphone we are having, like I'm able to in Siva system also it's working fine, and this system also it's working okay. Like, so we can first see the smartphone and then we'll go for the Adobe form. And just to
Okay,
check
okay.
from your side also, like someone of you are able to arrange the system for Adobe form. Okay, it will be better.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay, then fine. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.